Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on our YouTube channel. I really do appreciate you spending time here with us at Meg Academy, learning more about how you can survive and thrive as a private practice owner in 2022 and beyond. So let's get started with this week's 4-part series. We are on part 1. What I'm going to be discussing with you are the 4 keys to business success. The 4 keys to business success, simply put, are in this order. They are in sequence: environment, structure, personnel, and systems of operation. So what I want to pick up today on is the physical environment and the internal environment as well as the outside physical environment. So it goes both ways. If we don't have the right environment externally and internally, you're going to be working against yourself, and your staff is going to have a real difficult time being efficient and productive. So what am I talking about? First of all, let's make sure that you're in the right part of town, right? So you want to be in the part of town where whenever you look at a 30-minute drive of the location that you found and you divide out the number of competitors you have competing for the same populace in that 30-minute drive, that it comes out to be at least 10,000 people per clinic. Okay, so I'm assuming there's other competitors in your area that are going to be within a 30-minute drive, like if they're pulling from the same group of people. And if you divide that out, you need to have 10,000 that supports your clinic, 10,000 for the next, 10,000 for the next. If you're in a rural market, you will do fine at 5,000 per clinic or 5,000 people within a 30-minute drive of your location, because chances are you don't have the competitors. And if you're going to do a small rural mom and pop kind of clinic, you'll be fine on 4 or less people in an office, and you've created a very nice self-employed, private practice for yourself. For those of you who want to scale up and grow to have a footprint, maybe 2 offices, 3 offices, you're going to need to follow that 10,000 plus formula. Ideally, I like to see it be 20,000, but there you have it. I think that'll help support you right there. When you look at the location in terms of ingress, egress, which just means driving in, driving out, getting in and getting out, let's make sure that you're not putting this clinic where it's a high traffic road and there's no signal light, or they have to go past your clinic and U-turn to come in and see you. All of those things are barriers. If you're across the river or on the other side of a body of water, pretty much count on everybody on the other side of the bridge isn't going to come see you. It's amazing. Human beings are just have an aversion to crossing over bridges and water. It's something I see statistically all throughout the country. Parking. You need at least 4 parking spaces per 1,000 square feet your clinic is in size that you're going to have access to throughout the day, because your clientele is going to be a rotating clientele. So let's make sure that you're not somewhere next to somebody who people come and they work all day and tie up all the parking spots. Totally make sure that you're checking in that parking. Parking is a major complaint for many patients. You should have dedicated handicap parking spaces for your facility, kind of part of the ADA laws, so that shouldn't be a problem. In terms of coming inside your clinic, let's make sure that there's ramps and the door is powered door so wheelchairs can get in and out if need be. Make sure that the waiting room is adequate size for the patients and their caregivers. I often think if you're a 1,500 square foot office, you should have seating for about 8, right? I think that's about right. 10 would be a little high, 5 is a little low. So somewhere right in that area is the seating. You want to be moving people. Nobody should be sitting in your waiting room more than 5 minutes. So keep it light, keep it fresh, keep it moving. That's the physical environment as you come in. One thing I left off is signage. You should definitely think about signage. Signs can be expensive, $5,000, $8,000, even $10,000 for an illuminated sign that's on all the time. But you got to remember, signs are part of marketing. That is part of your marketing costs. It's the thing that you pay a lot up front for, but it works for you forever, year in and year out. When we go into your facility, let's make sure that we're handling the physical environment in terms of operations. Does your front desk personnel have a headset? Do they have 2 monitors? These things, these items will make them much more efficient, and it'll allow them to give greater customer service to your patients when they walk in the front door. Let's make sure that you're actually looking at the amount of treatment areas you have in the facility. Let's make sure that you can run a production center formula so that you know how many visits this facility can produce on a week-to-week basis based on production centers. That's a little higher level thing. You have to know the number of hours you're open, how you run your schedule, and how many actual treatment spaces you have in your clinic so that you can build the clinic according to what you think you can actually fill. Because at the end of the day, if you're less than 85% efficient or less than 85% of max volume, it's going to be very hard for you to maintain payroll, rent, overhead, utilities, growth, and expansion because you're just not not keeping the clinic busy enough. I was just on the phone yesterday with somebody who had an 8,000 square foot office doing 200 visits a week. Well, that's way underperforming for that size office. I can do 200 visits a week in a 3,000 square foot office. So keep in mind that. Physical environment, here's one of the secrets that we tell all of our Meg Academy clients when they come in. No more staff office space, no more break room, no more lunch room, no more conference room. You put it all together. You make it an all-in-one, all-purpose room. Make a room that's all-purpose, that serves all of those needs so that you can actually do conferences, you can actually do meetings, you can actually have lunch in there, you can have a break room if you need it. No therapy staff offices. Therapists need to be out with the patients in their space all the time doing point of service documentation and trading. So let's not invite people to go into a corner and just knuckle down and do their notes. Not so great, right? In terms of other space, when you're opening up in today's world moving forward, I highly recommend and I would greatly encourage you outsource bookkeeping, you outsource accounting, you outsource legal, and you outsource billing. I really think you should just pay for what you use, get that outside of your four walls, and have groups actually do it for you so that you can focus in on just doing the business of physical therapy, building your brand, building your reputation, building your staff satisfaction, and really exchanging an abundance with each and every patient as they come in. So there's some tips and suggestions on how you can actually create the ideal physical environment. I hope this was helpful for you. Stay tuned to our next episode, which is going to be on company structure.